Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm Geoff.
And we're playing more zombie games.
Hooray.
Just can't get enough of zombie games.
I think we could play zombie games every week for the next 10
Well,
years.
at
probably.
least this game doesn't have dead or zombie in the title.
Oh,
That's kind of refreshing.
already
It makes you
refreshing.
go, well, what the fuck is it then? How to survive? How to survive what?
I mean, that pretty much says survival game.
But this is the Storm Warning edition. This is
Okay.
the repackaged edition that
the-
has
what is
all
it?
the DLCs in it.
This is the all singing, all dancing. You could not want for anything more edition. Yeah.
Well, you can always want for more. So
Right.
this is mainly a co-op sort of survival game. It's top-down shooter. I'm going to be
Isometric view or whatever they call it, is it?
isometric view,
Twin stick?
top-down,
Was it like
twin
a twin
sticks.
stick?
Yep. So I'm just going to accept an invitation. Been flooded with invitations to play right now.
Nice.
So I'm just going to wait for this to join game. I have had some issues with this game joining other players.
Okay.
Sometimes you can be sat here waiting for a little while for the connection screen to come through.
Right.
It is a little bit irritating, but once you do get into the game, things generally run smooth enough.
This is like an indie game, isn't it?
This is an indie game. It's from a developer called Echo Software,
Okay.
and it was published by 505 Games. It came out, I think, last October, just before Halloween,
Right.
and so yeah, it's not even a year old yet. But right now, I think it's about $20 or about £20 to buy.
Cool. Okay.
But it's currently free on Xbox Live Games with Gold.
Ah, nice. Okay.
And as you're probably aware, I'm kind of on a budget. I'm kind of stingy when it comes to games purchases.
Yeah.
So if it's free, I'm going to give it a go. And if it's got zombies in it, guaranteed I'm going to give it a go.
Even better. Cool.
But right now, as you can see, I'm still sat on
still-
the main menu screen
So there's
waiting.
still some technical challenges with this
Some
thing. isn't
technical challenge. So I'm just shouting out for another invitation right now.
there? All right, so now we'll do this a little bit differently, and you
Yep.
create the game.
So
then.
so I'm hosting the game now, which does mean unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show some of the other issues I've had, being the co-op partner instead of the host.
Okay, you'll have to just tell me about those then.
Okay,
Also,
well, let's get into it.
let's
Let's
get in.
kill some zombies.
let's see what this is
Now,
like.
please ignore the opening cliche of washing up on a beach
Okay.
during the apocalypse.
Yep.
We'll just imagine we escaped the city and we thought we'd get to the islands, there'd be less zombies there. They don't swim, right?
Right.
So we've got to get past this Pontypool opening first,
Okay. Cool.
where basically the zombie apocalypse is explained to us. Planes have crashed on the island, yada
Yeah.
yada yada.
Planes have crashed, or my plane's crashed on it, or your plane, I should say.
Planes have crashed.
Yeah, right. Oh no. This sounds like you've hit some sort of weird EMP style thing around the island or something, is it? I can say no more.
Well, I mean, I've not particularly played this game for its story.
Right.
Because the survivors that you do come across in the game are really, really generic.
Okay.
But, you get the one character that's sort of like, here, this is how you survive zombie apocalypse, go find this, that, combine this, that, to make this or that.
Alright, cool. Okay,
So-
so where you are, you've woken up. There's the two of you.
Yep, we've woken up on the beach, God knows how long we've been there.
There's already decapitated people everywhere.
Yeah, these are probably other zombies. I'm just gonna skip this dialogue. This guy's been injured, and he
Yeah.
wants us to find some medicine.
Help me!
So I'm the guy in the orange jacket.
Yeah,
Left analog stick, obviously, to move around.
right.
Right analog stick will be when you have a weapon.
Yeah.
So we've just completed our first mission.
So it's a twin stick melee / shooter. You get guns in this? and
You
stuff?
do get guns, but this game is all about
Nella's
crafting.
got some nice titties.
What?
Got
Hey, man.
perky nips.
Should check out my side boob. Right, right. We'll be careful. Oh, so we've been equipped. We now have wooden
Right.
sticks. Now, there's one thing that's very important to know
Okay.
is that you can hurt your teammates. I'm just going
friendly
to give you a quick
fire, eh?
example. Just hit Nella.
Ah.
Just as an example. So you do have to be
Right.
careful which way you're aiming.
Okay.
I will say that yes, so the higher the difficulty, the more damage you can inflict on on your teammates.
What,
The
you
l-
have level ups type thing. Is it traditional level kind of
there is
RPG
a leveling
levelings?
up system. I'm just going to press B now to bring up the inventory screen, so you can see right now some of my inventory spaces are locked.
Yeah.
You will have to craft extra carrying space. So
Right.
obviously
Yep,
you
as you
can
see.
find crocodiles, bears, birds,
make
skin
bags and
skin
things like
them,
that, yeah.
and make bags of holding, etc.
Right.
So you've got your objective screen there.
Yeah.
There's my level up screen, so
Yeah.
my first ability will enable me to make camp, to make
Right.
torches,
Right.
and
So
then
it's
after
like an ability tree rather than
yeah,
a
it's not too complicated.
rather
It's
than a
not too
numerical
large.
level.
Exactly, yeah.
That's good. I don't really like
so
numerical levels very
it
much.
keeps it simple, and there's plenty of abilities there. You can also see
Yeah.
there that you how long you've been playing for and how long till you level up, and underneath
Right, and
my
your- and
armor,
your
helmet,
armor, yeah.
arms, chest, and legs.
Oh no, there is a level. There's an overall character level as well. Then.
Yeah, which so you do get
Right.
numbers to level up, and then you can unlock your skills.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward. Now what's so right there is a barricade
Yeah.
that not going to be able to get through there for several hours of gameplay. You need to start
Wow.
crafting explosives.
Okay, so the
by
map
then.
design is kind of you'll end up looping back on yourself a lot then. Yeah?
Definitely. Now this is where the game sort of has a kind of sense of sort of humor with
Yeah.
with the apocalypse, where it's an introduction to how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
It reminds me a little bit of Fallout style.
Yeah, in a way, the kind of sort of slow anime. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah,
The
like,
animation style, definitely.
cartoon animation.
Yeah.
Happy, joy in the face of horrific things.
Yeah. We've seen this sort of comedy in like the Dead Rising sort of movie and games as
Yeah.
well. It's around quite a lot. I mean, there's so much zombie material out there. It's parodied everywhere as well.
Because this is a real book now as well, isn't it?
What,
How to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Well, I'm sure there's several books on how to survive the zombie apocalypse. I mean, everyone, I believe now, almost does have some form of method as like, where would you go for the zombie apocalypse? What weapons would you use?
Yeah.
So, do you have a zombie plan, Geoff?
Well, yeah. I would be getting the biggest blades I've got in the house
Ow.
out, and yeah,
Zombies.
be heading for somewhere safe.
Oh. Now, with the combat mechanic, you can hold the trigger to power up a shot to make it
Okay,
for
right.
more damage.
Alright, yep.
When you come across armored zombies, it's going to be integral to sort of knock away some of their armor, so that you can get better kills. And you can also see there's some pretty gruesome finishing moves.
How did you? Oh, is that just
Once
again
you've
by the
stunned a
trigger,
zombie,
or-
knocked him over, you just got to
Yeah.
quickly press the A button, and you can knock him over and
What was that
get some
gr-
finishing
what was
moves
that-
for some bonus XP.
What was that grave there? Is that a
That grave, that
character?
there was somebody else who played the game who died in that very spot.
Okay.
Now that's something that I really do like about this game is you can see where everyone's fallen.
Yeah.
I've kind of danced on a fair few graves of people from my friends list. It's kind of amuses me.
Everybody that's died in the game will have a grave.
I
in
think
it.
it's limited because otherwise I think this screen would be kind of filled with
I was gonna say. Yeah.
with gravestones everywhere.
Yeah. It must show you all your friends' gravestones.
It does show me a lot of my
mostly.
friends. It also does show a lot of people that I've never met before. Like these people here, I don't know who they are. Now,
there's
you
a
can
well
also
for
drink
water.
from the well. If you do drink, I think it's up to 3 or 4 times, the well will be empty. We do drink a lot of water.
Okay. And what's
Um,
the book floating around?
The book floating around will either be another Kovacs How to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse guide tutorial,
Okay. Yeah.
or it will be try combining this item with this item to get this item.
Okay. Cool.
And the more of those you find, the sort of more, Dead Rising style, this combos with that, this
Yeah.
combos with that.
Crafting style.
Indeed, yeah. So I can see that Nellabo's just picked up a healing plant or a health plant of some kind. He's just passed it to me. It's a special white plant. Can't do anything with it right now. I also have the healing plant there. And I also have an empty bottle of water. So you find empty bottles, you can fill them with gasoline or
Cool.
with water.
Right.
Now, for instance, that well that was back there won't refill until it rains in the game.
Ah, that's cool.
It's
I like
very
it.
cool. Now, there's also points where you're going to need electricity for your flashlight because the game does cycle from day to night.
Yeah.
Every 12 minutes, it'll change from day to night.
Okay.
And you need your flashlights because certain zombies will come out at night that
Wow.
will pester you constantly throughout the night. Zombies
Are
are
they more
always
vicious at night?
they're
again,
more
are they?
vicious as well. Yeah, you'll also find a lot of running zombies. But it's also important to keep your flashlight powered up. In order to do that, you need to go to power stations. Power stations are scattered around sort of safe zones on the map. They don't always stay safe, and you've got to clear the areas out before they are safe. And once you've used up the power from there to power up your flashlight for another day or night,
Yeah.
you need to wait for a lightning storm warning
All right,
for
okay.
lightning to strike the pylon to power it back up so that you can then take the power to fill up your flashlight again.
Okay, that's
That'll
cool.
also work with chainsaws and I'm guessing other items that you'll come across. Like I said, I've not finished the game yet, but there's been an interesting assortment of weapons. I've not crafted everything yet, and I will say that this game does feel to me like it should be played co-op.
Yeah.
But there are some very unfriendly co-op weapons in the game.
Right.
There's one in particular. It's a boomerang, and you can tie it with flint. So it's
Right.
sort of, well, you could guess, sort of, I don't know.
Yeah, like a big. Well, what a boomerang's meant
Supposed
to
to
do.
do,
A
yeah.
big club that you can fling through the air.
Indeed, but the thing is with the boomerang, you kind of know where it's going to fly off to and where it's going to come back to. So you tend to end up hitting half the zombies on the screen as well as your teammate repeatedly.
Yeah.
So we kind of stopped using boomerangs after a while.
Fair enough.
But
I see there's a little green bar coming up at the top left of the screen there. Does that mean there's a stamina system to
that
it
is
as
a
well?
stamina. So if you hold the left trigger, you can sprint just a small duration, and then before you know it,
And
it's
then you
used
gotta
up.
Wait for it to come back. I noticed so the NPCs will just stand around with zombies not attacking them. Will they?
They won't attack the zombies won't attack them. It's kind of irritating, but we've just leveled up,
All right, cool.
so I'm now gonna progress myself to caveman
You
ability.
can now build a fire.
I can now hack down these.
Oh.
Okay, and now I can also create fires. Now, Nella's kindly passed me some unfinished wooden axe and a hardware box.
Okay.
So I can go over to there and go combine that with that, and I've now got a wooden axe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I'm now going to equip that one, and because
chop
I
down a
don't want to
tree.
leave Nella completely weaponless, I'm going to give him the machete,
Okay.
so that we are both armed.
Is there
Ow.
is there do the weapons wear out?
The weapons,
Durability.
the weapons don't have a durability, but they will all of a sudden just break out of nowhere. You could be
Ah.
surrounded by zombies, hit the first zombie, and your weapon will break.
A bit like a
subs-
random dice roll or something.
Indeed,
gone
yeah.
horribly
Subsequently,
wrong.
you might die after that, obviously, weapon malfunction.
Yeah.
Then go to the exact same point and kill every zombie and still have your weapon.
Right.
So
it's a bit of a random dice roll.
it
type
does
thing, yeah.
does vary, yeah. I have found that firearms have never broken, but of course
Okay.
they require ammo.
Yes.
Ammo does deplete over time, but often or not, every zombie you kill will drop ammo of that
Oh,
type.
wow.
One of the earliest weapons you're going to craft is the bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you need to then start finding sticks. Then you're
Yeah.
going to need an axe type weapon to break the sticks into arrows,
up to
and then you can use them
Get
as
the-
arrows. You can also
Do you have to
retrieve
get the
every
flint
single
as well?
arrow you fire.
Ah, cool.
No, later on, you can use the flint to start making fire arrows. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
but
nice.
maybe not every arrow you fire off, but you'll get most of them back.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh,
Is there? Would you say that the real sort of depth of this game is in the crafting system and all
It
the
is
different
100% in the crafting system. As you can see right now, I've just made a fire. Also, building a fire will also come handy at nighttime. It'll keep away the horrible zombies. It can also be used for setting sticks on fire. So you've got a mobile torch, because we don't have flashlights right now. And I'd say most importantly, the fire can be used for cooking meat. Later on,
Right.
you can craft a fishing rod. So you
Yeah.
can start going fishing to get your meat.
Right.
Obviously, I've
Oh,
also
wow, you
said
can burn down the
there's
trees.
also bears and crocodiles,
cool.
so you can start harvesting meat and then cooking the meat on the fireplace.
Look at that! He just burnt down all of that. Once it starts.
Once it's gone, it's
fire.
gone forever in the game. There's multiple islands in this game that you'll travel by boat and by plane, eventually by seaplane, and go to the different islands.
Oh.
Each
okay.
island's, once you return from an island back
Yeah.
to an island that you thought was previously safe, it would have upgraded. There'll be extra monsters, boomer. I'm on fire. There'll be boomer type zombies.
Yeah.
They'll be the faster ones. So the environments change over time as well. With tougher monsters. Plus, what I appreciate is that most of the loot that you find, like harvesting the flints and the health. Oh, there's a previous grave grave of my own up there.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff respawns, so a lot of the flint respawns, the plants regrow.
Yeah.
But it's usually after there's been a storm, or it's rained, or 24 hours of in-game time.
Okay, so you will get a regeneration of resources.
Yeah, sometimes it's good before you go to a new area to go back to another area and stock up and make some lemonades, mix fruit with water, and get some compressed gas. And
So you've got your health up there at the top. How do you tell how hungry and thirsty you are?
right,
And
it's pretty early in right now, so all I'm getting is a health bar. But soon I'm going to get a tiredness bar, a
right.
thirst bar,
Yeah.
and a hunger bar.
Okay.
And it's pretty important to keep all of those in check.
Yeah.
As soon as those start deteriorating, you're going to start hitting the zombies with less strength. Your aim's going to be off, and you're not going to be able to move as fast.
Oh, these guys are running.
So it does get hairier. There's certain points in the game that where you need to clear a safe house in order to sleep inside it.
Yeah.
But as soon as you open the safe house, it's often going to set off an alarm, which is going to attract zombies.
Zombies everywhere.
Using
yeah.
explosives, it's going to attract zombies. You're going to have a bad day.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
But I mean, this game, I got it for free, and
I noticed you're stood in the fire. I know you are on fire.
I'm slightly on fire. I'm playing on an easier difficulty to my Iron Man right now, so I can
Yeah.
kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you want to be very cautious about how you move around the screen, because the one thing that put me off straight away was that we're tied to each other by an invisible rope. You know, we can't be like, right, you head to the east, I'll head to the west. We'll get what we need, and we'll meet back in the center.
You're
Can't do
all
that.
on the same screen.
We both got to share the same screens. With one person, if we're overrun by zombies and one of us runs off to the left and the other runs off to the right,
Oh, there's meat.
we're
Get
fucked.
It. Get it. There's a deer there.
Yeah, we kind of need some firearms, really.
So can you only eat meat, or can you find vegetables? And
you can
could
find-
you be a vegan if you wanted?
You can cook just vegetation and mix it with other vegetation. You can cook, fish and chips if you want. You can make steak and mushrooms if you want.
Nice.
You just gotta find the right materials. The game does sort of, as much as it tries to take itself seriously, like survive the zombie apocalypse with dealing with hunger and thirst and food.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'll find a monkey that talks to you, and it's like, hey, I need you to go find this golden cat statue.
That goes really absurd then.
So it does get kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And so there's literally a bunch of monkeys on every island that all have at least 2 quests.
Wow.
And these quests will be fetch this, find that.
Bit weird.
And then it'll be, find the monkey hidden on this level somewhere. You find the monkey, but the thing is, it's worth doing, because the monkey will give you an upgrade item, which will turn whatever weapon you've got gold. And it will also mean, I'm going to drink from water while the zombies are everywhere. Great idea.
Oh, you took a big hit.
I'm trying to kill this. I'm trying to do my big finisher, and I'm drinking instead.
That's a bit awkward then.
so
So it's the same button to drink as it is to do your finisher,
That's how to
is
make
it?
a wooden longbow. It is, yeah. A is kind of the do everything button.
Okay.
But the monkeys do give you an item that turns your weapon gold, but the thing is, it will be at plus 50% damage. So you
Nice.
basically do get the best
Can
weapons.
that still break? Or is that now impervious to
I've not
breaking?
seen a golden weapon break at all. Not
Cool.
a single golden melee weapon break. So I do now have a flashlight, and right now we're looking at one of the safe houses.
That was your power source there, was it?
That was the power source here,
generator
but
thing.
but right now, my good friend Nella here has crafted me a bow and arrow.
Oh, nice.
So I am now equipped. I can quickly switch between melee. Where did my other weapon go? Did I just give it away? Did I drop it? I seem to have lost my
Did it break?
my axe. It might have just broken. Okay, it's probably just broken. Okay, so at least now I got a bow and arrow. So I'm gonna activate this and then run
Because out come the...
because the zombie horde's gonna be unleashed. You can hear the alarm going off now.
Yeah.
Now I will
You get in
say,
there and turn the alarm
this
off,
is the
can
first
you?
time I've hosted the game,
Yeah.
and right now, no, you can't turn the alarm off. You've got to kill a preset amount of zombies. Oh, why'd you lock us in here?
Right.
No, because zombies will spawn in here as well. As I was gonna say,
That's
Ah,
spawning.
I can't
Oh,
get
yeah,
out.
they just appeared.
yeah.
Oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it?
I mean, zombies.
Just magically
zombies
appearing.
Zombies in everything. They kind of appear out of nowhere. My stick
Well,
broke.
yeah.
I'm running low on health.
Left 4 Dead does
No,
it right
no,
there. They
no.
spawn off screen and then come in. don't
Come
they?
in, yeah. But I mean, if you're in the right position, you can see them still sort of just fade into existence.
Well, yeah, I've just watched them fade into existence in the
there.
middle of the building. I was
Yeah.
like,
They tend to spawn in that little shack room back there that you can't really see.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, I need to go and pick up some ammo because I fired a ton of shots everywhere. Right now, my accuracy is pretty terrible.
Low.
But what I was going to say was, this is the first time I've hosted the game, and I'm hearing more sound effects as the host than I did previously. For instance, the alarm going off there. When I had joined someone in the co-op game, never heard the alarm going off and just saw the red light whizzing by and never really noticed what was going on. Didn't realize that it attracted all the zombies. I'll also say that joining someone else as a co-op, I've had a few issues, a few grievances with the game.
Yeah.
Where if we died and then we've reloaded, we never get set back that far. It's not too taxing to get back to where you just were. Often or not, it's just a few minutes or a few seconds away from where you just died. But afterwards, all the zombies, for me, have been invisible.
Right.
And so I'll be stood there and I'll be watching my co-op partner swinging at the air.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And all of a sudden my health drops and I'm dead. And I'm like, well, what the hell killed me?
Oh, some really
And
strange
it's
bugs.
some really strange lag bugs with the game when joining co-op. But the overall fun that I've had with the game has kind of overshadowed the few grievances that I've also had with the game. I didn't expect to get on with it.
Well, I noticed that the servers weren't very good right from the beginning. We had that little bit
We
of
had a
technical trouble where you couldn't really even connect. So they do seem like
Now,
they need to sort their
to be
servers
honest,
out.
it could just be
Oh.
the nighttime zombies that are coming.
And they run away from the light.
And so, there's some gasoline
That's
there.
kinda cool.
So I'm just going to top up that water bottle.
I like that.
Yep,
Run away.
they do hide away from the light until obviously your battery runs out, which is
Yeah,
why
and
you
then
need
you're
to
like,
keep it stocked up.
And they're a
yeah.
bit quicker and they run
Obviously,
low. And...
in here as well is the only place that you can sleep. There are beds usually at the back there.
So what happens when you sleep? Do you just
When you sleep,
accelerate time? do you?
Time carries on at an accelerated pace until your character's fully rested. Sleeping will also heal you,
Yeah.
but often or not it will drain your thirst and your hunger,
Right.
which is, it's kind of natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so right now I'm going to try and survive the rest of the night, and we need to... I'm just following Nella right now. He seems to know where he's going. I'm just going to try and keep these other zombies away from him. What's going on?
I noticed that you are a lot more efficient with your arrows if you wait till it gets down
Yeah,
to the
the longer you
crosshair.
hold on target onto an enemy, you can basically get those headshots.
Mm-hmm.
Later on in the game, there's going to be zombies wearing helmets. They're going to be wearing arm guards and chest guards.
Yeah.
And you can literally be wailing on them again and again and again and again. You will not get the kill until you either get a power attack or you get a good headshot that pings off their armor.
Nice.
Um,
You should really be going and retrieving all those arrows, shouldn't you? that you
I
use?
should be, because I don't have a melee weapon right now either, which means I could be in trouble. Okay, my last shot.
It's
I'm out of ammo
tense,
now.
it's tense.
I'm out of ammo.
And you're going slow.
Oh, I picked up an arrow. Got a couple more.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I've really enjoyed about the game is crafting everything, crafting the armor, and then finding something, going, oh, what will that work with? I don't know if it'll work with that, but I'll try it. And then you go, oh wow, I've now got this weapon.
Okay.
So
there's quite some nice
there's
surprises
sniper rifles, pistols, shotguns,
in the combos.
machine guns.
Yeah.
But you do need to work at it. There's also Molotovs, which I do currently have found in my inventory, which I kind of reluctant to use until there's a massive horde, or unless I think it's time to end it.
Yeah. And
Go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't come back.
So you respawn though. It's not permadeath.
There's
then.
no permadeath. I mean, it's not one of those. I mean, I do prefer permadeath in a zombie game. I think that's what's going to add the added tension and drama and suspense of playing.
You
And
think with a survival game,
I mean, as you can see, Nella's just gone down here right now, and he's
Yeah.
just sat there.
Nella's
So I can
dying.
just go up there, revive,
Oh, okay.
and pick him back up with a certain amount of health. No penalty, no punishment.
Oh, wow.
Don't lose anything. But if we both go down,
Yeah.
all we do is we lose time, basically. Because we get set back. But
That's
you
a
know,
bit of a shame. I'm
so-
not so sure about
so
that. I was
it's-
thinking it was a permadeath thing. You got to start from the beginning again if you die because
if
your grade's
if you had
there.
to, it would be really brutal. I mean, this game's about fun. You know,
Okay.
granted, you can have a lot of fun with permadeath. I love permadeath. For me,
Sure, yeah.
that makes a great game. But sometimes,
Yeah, the really
you know,
big sort of
you
survival horror
you
game.
don't want to lose all that investment of hours and hours and days into a character just to be like, I gotta start all over.
Well, it certainly puts it off for some people, but for some people, that's the draw, isn't it? That's what creates the tension.
Definitely.
Like DayZ is hugely popular.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
that is because
It's a persistent world in a way,
split
or it's
second.
persistent servers.
in a split second, a human or a zombie can just destroy hours and hours and hours of work. So
Well, there's no real. Oh shit! I just. I
you
meant to.
missed it.
I set another on fire, so it wasn't totally wasted. He's gonna hit me
Like,
now. He's gonna hit
"God
me.
damn
I shouldn't really joke. I'm standing above my own grave. Ominous, ominous. So yeah, you don't come back as a zombie, because what I thought would happen is that if you died, you'd sort of
Yeah.
drop your backpack and then have to run back to that position as a new survivor and pick up that person's belongings.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's kept it more arcadey, more action-adventure orientated, which,
Keeps
yeah,
the pace going.
I tend to say I don't mind that. So he's happy.
Ramon.
But now we've got a blah, 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 prep an air tanker. Okay, I'm just going to quickly heal myself, check my inventory. I can't... I'm going to combine that with that to make another healing poultice. So that's a piece of fabric combined with a healing plant right now.
Yeah.
I do have a stick, which I can't do too much with, so I'm just going to pass that over right now. I currently don't have any flints, so I think there was a flint on top of this beach that might have respawned, maybe? No. Okay, so...
So was that a fish I saw in the low areas of the water? Was it?
It might have been almost
Or it
any
might be a
water
limb
area.
rolling down. Actually.
Probably a limb rolling in. But I'm a fire. But any sort of water area you can go fishing at. The only thing is, it takes time. Thankfully, if you are fishing, you are immune to zombie attacks. Your co-op partner, on the other hand, could just be zombie bait.
Oh, great.
The game also does have zombie animals. So in the early stages, you'll see a lot of crocodiles, bears, and animals that are alive.
Yeah.
Later on, most of them will be zombified. And zombified animals will attack other zombies and so on. Like, you might find a stag running around going crazy, just hitting everything in its path.
That's a
You do
zombie
also
stag.
find super zombies, which are
Okay.
like giant tanks that take a shit ton of ammunition, a shit ton of bullets, and knock you flying around.
So have you got all the standard zombie type tropes? Have you like a kind of like Left 4 Dead style, a tank,
Well,
a boomer,
there's a tank, there's the boomer, there's the runners, and there's lightning's gonna move.
lightning?
Yep, you can be hit by lightning, it will kill you.
Oh my god.
Lightning will also kill zombies and other things as well. You just gotta not be in its path.
Yeah.
On the hardest difficulty, it doesn't kill you outright, but it will do a significant amount of damage to you. There was some flint there.
So you're supposed to blow those barriers up with fire, are you?
Yes, you can use explosives or fire to blow them up. I don't think we want to worry about it too much right now.
You're gonna let in all kinds of hell, are you? Well, and there's a boat. Is that what will take you across to another island?
That's what will take us to another island. In the meantime, you can see right there is all the islands. Santa Barbara Island up on the top left, the biggest one, has the most. We're right now, we are on the training island. Oh, why did I... Explosive charge, that's the most silent weapon.
So you do a little questionnaire whilst it loads.
Yep. And each one that you get right gives you 15 XP. Each one that you get wrong, obviously, you just get you failed. So right now, Kovac, he's the guy who's been... Oh, he's about to get hit by lightning.
Oh, Nella gets whacked as well. Didn't kill her, though. So I guess you would recommend this game?
So yeah, this is the part of the game now where food and water and sleep gets introduced.
Okay.
I mean,
So as
we've
soon as you go to your other
just
island.
literally left Tutorial Island just
Right.
to get into the main part of the game,
Okay, that's
and is where things start to get a little bit crazier. But all in all, I mean, for £20 or for $20, definitely it's an interesting game if you've got someone to play it with. I wouldn't recommend you play this game solo.
Get a bit boring.
It's probably going to get a bit boring. You need someone to tag along with you to wind yourself up.
Yeah.
Keep the game going. It's just more interesting with another player. There's also challenge modes in the game. I'm not too interested in challenge modes. If you're a completionist or if you're an achievement sort of person, doing sort of everything's going to obviously it's just something extra to keep you coming back.
Yeah.
The story of the game, it's not that exciting really, but it's satisfying to play, to craft these items, to see what items mix with other items. Obviously, your inventory space is sort of limited. For a little while. As you see, our hunger's now just been added to my screen.
Yeah, but that's all part of the survival thing, isn't it?
But it is all part of the survival thing. Yeah.
Having to make decisions about what you're going to take and what you aren't.
Yeah. But for me, I mean, like I said, I got this game for free.
Yeah.
It has served as a great distraction from other games. It's just something, it's just something different, whilst being the same.
Yeah. But so definitely pick it up if you're on Xbox Live.
If you're on Xbox Live, if you've got games with gold, you should definitely check it out with a co-op partner. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
Cool. Would you pay the full 20 for it, or would you say you wait for it to be on a sale or something?
I personally, I would wait for it to be on a sale. If I was to say how much would I actually pay for the game,
Yeah.
£7-8.
Okay.
I would pay. But then again, I didn't play the version of the game without all the DLCs. So
Right,
I couldn't really tell you what all the stuff that was added into this game is.
Yeah.
Other than perhaps, I don't think I've got to any of the DLC yet. I don't know whether it's end game content or whether it's added into the game. I think it's all after you've done the game content.
And so how many hours do you think it would take to complete?
Right now, I think I've put in probably about 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm about 75% through-ish.
Okay. Cool.
So it's not going to take too long to do. It's just been a nice distraction in between other games. So I definitely recommend Storm Warning. I'm definitely going to carry on playing it to its completion on its Iron Man mode, just so I can say, yeah, I survived.
Nice. Well, yeah, it certainly looks interesting to me. I don't know if it was going to go to the top of my survivalist list, but if I think if I was going to have a little bit of fun, it looks like one of those games that you would pick up and, like you say, have fun for a few hours anyway.
Definitely. Well, that's going to be all from us this week. Just want to say thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks for listening. We'll be back next Friday with another video. In the meantime, we've got our film reviews going up on Thursdays and sequential game reviews going up on Saturdays. In the meantime, you can check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Pick him up to smack him down.
Yeah! Have it!
See y'all.
Where's the teabag button? There isn't one. Take it easy, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Chill.